The final journey home of late Chief Teddy Agbadidi began from Aluta Memorial Hospital in Ole to Emidi community in Isoko South local government area, where his remains were received by family members and Emidi Traditional Council of Chiefs before proceeding to Our Saviour Anglican Church, Oruwa Emidi, for funeral service. In his sermon, Archbishop of Benin Province of Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Cyril Odutemo, described death as a price all must pay, cautioning the congregation to strive to make their way right with God before departing the world. He described late Chief Agbadidi as a philanthropist who sacrifices time, resources for the comfort of others, which he as a clergyman has also benefited, as well as St. Paul Anglican Church, Ikete, Udu local government area. Most Reverend Odutemo also described him as a devoted Christian who nurtured all his children in the way of Christ. The Archbishop of Benin Province acknowledged the bond of unity amongst the children of late Agbadidi, advising them to sustain it as well as his legacies.
The protection is provided. The place I stayed in until this temperature moment, there was no water. So each time it's either Chief Agbadidi and the wife will either pump water for us, give us life before we can get water. Even when it is difficult, he will prefer to pump water for me than to pump for himself.
At the reception organized in honor of late Chief Teddy Agbadidi, General Manager of Delta Broadcasting Service (DBS) Warri, Pastor Marco Moteri, admonishing the bereaved children to emulate his exemplary lifestyle, noted that with the caliber of dignitaries present at the funeral, including Most Reverend Cyril Odutemo, the late Omanudoho of Emidi Kingdom lived a fulfilled life. Pastor Marco Moteri added that a man such as late Chief Agbadidi, who lived his life in the service of God, is worth celebrating and not mourn, even as he charged children to emulate and keep his legacies alive. Similarly, cousin to the late Chief Agbadidi, Prince Atoni Ijoma, also described him as a perfect gentleman.
Served God and made an impact in the church, the local church to which God placed him. And that is my message to everyone. Make yourself useful to God while you are alive.
For the children and his son-in-law, Mr. Nelson Miller, and staff of Delta Broadcasting Service Warri, said late Chief Teddy Agbadidi served God with his resources, time and energy. They added that their father left a huge vacuum and his absence will be felt for a long time.
My father is a great man, as in an hero. He doesn't joke with his children.
Father will provide for all, not just his children, but those outside. There was nothing like segregating between the male child and the female child. All children were equal.
People, he always went the extra mile to make others happy. And there's one thing that's so unique about him, is always smiling.
He is godly. He served God faithfully. He worked permanently in the church. So I thank God for his life.
Late Chief Teddy Agbadidi died at the age of 62, leaving behind a wife and 5 children.